Hello, how are you? I wanted to make a video to talk a bit about my insights from watching few psychologists explaining a few things. And this is about overcoming the situation of emotional abuse with psychopath or any other unhealthy person that kind of wants to control other people. And yeah, like after cults as well, like if a person have been in a destructive cult, which all of cults are actually destructive to a point, and they're wanting to regain the sense of self and feeling not like yourself afterwards, obviously, because your individuality was taken over. So when you are in a relationship with abusive partner or a cult leader, what they do is they start slowly by violating your boundaries. So at first they might start with a slight violation, and if you don't say anything or kind of like accept it or trust them or just take on their opinion even though you feel like something's not quite right, or that's not what I feel, that's not what I want, that's not what I think, but by doing that, and if you are not reacting and standing up for yourself, they kind of get the signal that they can continue, and then slowly they get more and more kind of violent in how they are violating your boundaries. And yeah, it's usually a slow cooking process, let's say. The person doesn't notice this is happening because it's mixed in with a lot of approval at first, a lot of this like compliments towards a person to tell them how appreciated, beautiful they are, and giving them what they are missing, what they are needing. But that is a fake love, that is a fake appreciation, because it's only used as to manipulation to get you connected to that person and stay kind of addicted to that love. But then they are constantly violating your boundaries more and more, and you start to lose even your sense of self because you adopt what they think, what they feel, what they tell you to think and feel. So after such a relationship situation, you can feel empty, you can feel destroyed, like you're not even there, you don't know, like you feel like you lost yourself, you're not alive anymore. Like it's very hard to explain, it's like impossible to explain to a normal person who never felt this, but for those who do know what I'm talking about, it's like that's how you then, by understanding that what they did is by violating your ego, and then knowing that ego is actually healthy. Ego helps us to connect to who we are, to who other person is, to establish contact, to tell what we think, to hear what other person think, and kind of like both people being okay, both people being like, okay, good, this is okay, like we don't have to change each other, and it's like communication as equals, right? I can think what I want, you can think what you want, we can express it, and that's a normal sort of type of communication. But what happens in not normal abusive situation is when the other person hijacks the other person's mentality, emotions. Like emotions are easy, like that's how people are being addicted and get like it's easy to control people through emotions, right? Because you give them this hot cold treatment, like okay, like they love you right now and then they hate you the next moment. And also it's often illogical, you cannot even comprehend why they are like suddenly explosive, and you take it as it being your fault, because as well you trust them, but they tell you it's your fault, they project it all onto you. And that's how like slowly you start to lose your sense of like having a sound mind, and just start to need the other person more and more, even though they are the person who's abusing you and making you need them in the first place. So by understanding this, you can then know, okay, ego is healthy, it's good to regain the sense of like, who am I? What is ego? Ego is your part of you that's unique part of you that has boundaries, that has like sense of like, this is what I want, this is what I like, this is what I don't like. And by allowing yourself to express that in the outside world, you can start to regain your sense of self And it's good to be in relationship with someone, even a therapist at first, who can not react to that negatively, but actually positively encourage you to keep talking and keep expressing yourself, even when you don't like something. And positive emotions, negative emotions, all being good, as long as obviously they don't hurt anyone. But in the safe environment, that's how you start healing. That's how you start feel like it's okay to express yourself and get it all out, and not kind of like put everything inside of you and keep pushing it down, because that's how you start to get unhealthy, is when you're pushing things down and not expressing them and not acting on the ways you think are right, but listen to other people. And in cults, that's a group control, that's a group mind control. When we are social beings, so we want to be like other people, we want to be accepted, we want to be loved. And in cults, they train you to think the same as cult leader, as what cult leader wants you to do and think. And if you don't, then the other person get against you in that cult. Like that's how they get trained to give you the hot cold treatment as well. So that's why it's good to get out of that situation and find different people to heal with, who can accept you thinking this differently than them, and okay with you expressing your emotions and your wants and needs. So I don't know, hope this was helpful. I just wanted to share a bit about ego being healthy and how to heal from abusive situation with the other person. And also that's how, that's why it's hard to get over the partner who was abusive towards you, is because they still have control over you. But once, they have control over you because you gave it to them by accepting what they think and feel as it being what you think and feel. So that's how you turn it around, by saying, no, that's not what I think and feel anymore. And so you start to feel into, okay, what do I feel right now? What do I want right now? What do I really think about this or this? And find people who can be with you when you express that, because alone it's kind of very hard to heal. I find it's good to be alone at some point when you need it, but we need someone else to, like other healthy human being with a healthy ego, to reflect back to us our truth and what we say, without punishing us for that, like it was done with the unhealthy person, right? So okay, so hope this was helpful. Have a great day. It's very sunny outside today. Okay, bye.